Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to be doing a tarot reading and a look at the ICE raids, and I'm going to combine a little bit of astrology with it because I hope it gives you a little bit of a peace of mind as we're witnessing this horrible time of cruelty in our history. You know, it's very disturbing. The alligator, there's people being kept in shipping containers. It's very disturbing stuff. And so I think it needs to be addressed. And I would say with all the comments and that I'm seeing, everything that you guys are saying to me, this is what you care most about. So we're going to be looking at that today, doing a nice 3-card pull with Angel World at the end, because I always like to leave on like a nice high note. Annie and Maggie, my 2 senior cats, are doing well. As you probably know, I have some of the oldest cats in the world. Only 2% of indoor mixed breed cats make it into their 20s, and here we are. And so if you haven't already, please like, comment, share. I do keep the comment section open for the first few hours, and then I turn it off. So if you have something to say, in the first few hours, I do interact with folks. And if you are interested in becoming a member, oh my goodness, there's like 24 classes, whether you want to learn how to meditate, do tarot, animal communication, remote viewing, everything that I do. If you want to remove blockages, become more abundant, all of that is there. And members, this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, for all members, we're doing the Let's Chat, which is where I go deep into all of this stuff that I don't do with the general public. So there's that. And I will also be doing a drawing at that time for the Awaken Your Mind and Above members for a free reading. And members, because now readings are for members only, I will be letting you know when I'll be opening up the next batch of readings during that time. So let's take a look at these ICE raids. So one of the things that kind of struck me between channeling, looking at the astrology, doing the tarot, is that we are in the period of cruelty. And that goes summer into fall. And so we're sort of like at the height of it right now. One of the things that you can definitely see, especially if you use the typical astrology that we use for the US, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, is that there's going to be massive protests and rebellions against this, right? People are going to rise up. And some of this does spill into 2026, but we see a sharp turn. Come winter, there is a sharp turn. This does start to lessen. Things start to get questioned. People are rebelling. Things are getting backtracked, and they're not going to be happening. And one thing I have to say is, because I did follow the astrology out for ICE, because we actually do have a birth date for it, is that by 2027, it's like it's pretty much gone. It's either gone or it has transformed to the point that it's not recognizable the way it currently is, okay? And it's interesting because, they look so intimidating the way that they're dressing, and that's intentional, right? With their faces being covered, not wearing obvious badges and, things like that, right? It looks intimidating. And I was wondering, what did they used to look like? Well, they used to look like FBI agents with the khaki pants, like the navy blue windbreakers with the yellow writing on the back that would say ICE or FBI. That's actually what they used to look like. I was able to pull up pictures. So what a profound change. And so let's look at the next 6 months with ICE. What is happening to them? Because I think they're dissipating. Right now, we're seeing them at the peak. But you know what? Nothing stays up here forever. They're going to start going down. And we're going to start seeing, laws and regulations being reversed because it needs to end. This is horrible acts of cruelty. Okay, card started to get jumpy there at the end. All right, 2 of Cups. That is them, I think, right now in hand in hand. with the government, with this current administration. That is them, you know, sort of enjoying this in this moment. But let's see. So if you don't know how I do my cards, I do a mini Celtic cross. So my next card is always the obstacle or the challenge. Yeah, so this stuff starts to get challenged. I mean, you've seen my hands, right? You can't make this up. Justice. So justice is coming for them. And so their challenge is going to be the legal system. This isn't right. This isn't just. This isn't fair. So things are going to change. And then we get like this beautiful new beginning. And I love that, right? The sun comes back out, you know, and the white horse is for purity, the baby, you know, new beginnings. People become more enlightened. And that's another piece too, is that I think we're going to start finding out everything that they're doing. And I think we know a tip of the iceberg, right? Because we only get to know so much, right? We're not privy to everything. And so I'm going to take that enlightenment from the sun quite literally, that we learn more. And if I go to the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, you know, basically I'm going to say that they was like offering us the stinky fish with this. But this is also like new opportunities, a new beginning, a time for healing, right? Because Cups is about healing and emotions and love. And so, you know, I think what we're seeing now dissipates. And I want you to watch my next video on why we're not in World War III and why we're not going to World War III. I think it'll be very interesting for a lot of you. So let's look at this. Messages from the angel world, Isabel Blake. And I'm just going to shuffle and just ask your guides, spirit, creator, your higher self, what do you need to know today? What do you need to know today? Okay, I'm just going to take the top 3 cards. Okay. And then just intuitively, because you are more intuitive than what you give yourself credit for. Are you drawn to 1, 2, or 3? Here we go. Card number 1, fulfilled wishes. I mean, look at that. You have the dove of peace. The angel is wearing green, which is your heart chakra. It's love. It's also healing. So I love that for you. Number 2 is time, and it's wrapped with angel wings. And so what you want may not be coming at this moment. So have a little patience. Trust in divine timing. Like maybe if you were to get that house right now, a flood would hit it. You know, that sort of thing. Trust in the divine timing of things. And then number 3, gosh, victory and success. And she looks pretty pleased with herself, but it's also like lush and fertile. So the seeds that you are planting right now are going to come into fruition, right? And especially where I set a 6-month intention with the reading prior to this, I would say in the next 6 months, whatever you're planting seeds with, you know, whether it's a legal case or manifesting a significant other, whatever it is, victory and success. I love that for you. So, all right, my friends, it was a pleasure. And members, I will see you Tuesday night. And you can sign up for membership right here on my YouTube channel. It is not through my website. You just click the join button. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.